no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Looking for a man. It's Pryor. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
The give out of the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Pryor. Steps away. Fires downfield. Complete in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, running back on the move. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. Oh, they're after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it 4th.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll try to run for it. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Pryor. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Bitonio. He's loose down the middle. And he just kept. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Paula, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Clinton. Firing to the right, complete. Bust through behind his pad. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just
touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Clinton. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Still on his feet. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pryor. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle. We're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Off the play fake. Hauls it in, the first down and more. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Arizona State!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Clinton. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
If if you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest. Takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah,
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to throw. It's Pryor. Caught on the outside. It's Bitonio. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll take a shot. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Irvin. He's going to let it go. Makes a grab for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Makes the grab. It's Perkins. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Going for it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Arizona State! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
To the air, it's Irvin. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snags it over the middle. It's a fumble on the play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's Pryor. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they... in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to beat.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get in the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Clinton. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Zips it out to his man. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more play to pad the stats. The DBs will back off a bit.
Double right. Double right. Now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer.
Arizona State, 56. Notre Dame, 17.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.